The mansion was quiet, too quiet for a house that belonged to one of the wealthiest men in the city. Every clock tick felt heavy, like the walls knew a secret no one dared to speak aloud. In the center bedroom, under soft lamps and shelves filled with toys, lay a little girl, pale, fragile, and always asleep. Only 4 hours a day she opened her eyes, and even then, only barely. The millionaire father, Daniel Hartman, tried everything, top doctors, specialists from abroad, endless tests, but no one found a cure. They called it chronic fatigue, an unexplained medical condition. But one woman, a young and determined nanny named Clara, believed there was something more, something hidden behind the silence. Clara had been hired just a week ago, and though Daniel warned her that his daughter, Emily, would sleep through most of her presence, Clara still sat by the child every day, brushing her hair, reading softly, and watching with curiosity. A child shouldn't sleep 20 hours a day, her heart whispered that truth louder than medical reports. One night, when the house slept and rain whispered at the windows, Emily slightly stirred. Clara leaned in and noticed something odd, a faint mark near the child's wrist, like a tiny injection dot, almost invisible. Her breath caught. That wasn't mentioned during any briefing. She glanced at the bedside drawer, where a small locked box rested, one the previous nurse always carried with her. Clara had seen the former nurse, stern, expressionless, always controlling Emily's medication schedule. But she had left abruptly 2 days after Clara joined. That bothered Clara. Now the new nurse, Evelyn, took over. Cold, distant, always keeping medical tools near Emily even when unnecessary. Clara's instincts burned brighter each day. Why so much medication for a child who only slept? The breakthrough came when Clara decided not to leave Emily's side at night. She hid quietly behind the partially drawn curtain as midnight deepened. At exactly 2 a.m., Evelyn entered the room softly, too softly, as if she practiced avoiding creaking floors. Clara's heart thudded, she held her breath. Evelyn kneeled beside the bed and opened her medical bag. Inside, Clara saw blister packs, syringes, and bottles without labels. The nurse prepared a small injection and reached for Emily's tiny arm. Clara couldn't hold back, she stepped forward, voice trembling but firm. "What are you giving her?" Evelyn jolted, nearly dropping the syringe. She stared at Clara like a predator caught in daylight. Her voice was icy. "Something to keep her calm. Her body needs rest." Clara shook her head, eyes fierce. "You're forcing her to sleep." "Why?" Evelyn smirked, a bitter curl of her lips. "Because her father pays well not to know the truth." The words sliced through Clara like a blade. Before she could react, Evelyn pushed past her, leaving the room in a rush. Clara immediately ran to Daniel's office. He sat stunned, hands shaking as Clara explained everything, the injection marks, sleepless nights, and the nurse's confession. He wanted to deny it, but deep in his chest something collapsed. He had trusted professionals blindly, desperate for hope. He never imagined betrayal could be this close. They called authorities. Evelyn was arrested trying to flee at dawn. As police searched her belongings, they uncovered files, reports, and a horrifying truth. Evelyn had been part of a silent medical trial, paid to keep Emily sedated while an unknown experimental drug was observed. The previous nurse had done the same, both hired through a reputable-looking agency later revealed to be fraudulent. Daniel felt his world crumble as guilt crushed him. His own daughter had been trapped in forced sleep so others could study her reactions. Tears streamed as he held Emily for the first time fully awake the next afternoon. Her eyes opened, wider than ever before, soft and innocent. "Daddy," she whispered. That moment broke him. He promised never to choose money over attention again, never to trust blindly, and never to let work steal his time away from the person who needed him most. Emily slowly recovered under Clara's gentle care, gaining strength day by day, smiling more, laughing again. The mansion, once painfully silent, began echoing with joy, with footsteps, with life. Daniel sold the companies involved, donated millions to protect vulnerable children from medical exploitation, and made Clara part of their family, not by contract, but by choice and love. One evening, when Emily ran across the living room, giggling as Daniel and Clara happily chased her, Daniel looked at Clara with deep gratitude. "You saved her," he said, voice thick. Clara wiped her eyes. "I only watched closely. Any heart could have seen something was wrong, but yours was too broken to look." Daniel nodded, acknowledging the truth. Emily hugged Clara's leg like a grateful kitten. The sun set outside, painting gold across the windows, and for the first time in years, everything felt right. If you're watching this story, let it remind you, sometimes the people who save lives are not the richest, but the ones who care the most, the ones who listen to their heart even when others doubt them. Protect children, trust your instincts, and cherish those who love without asking anything in return. And before you go, if stories like this touch your heart, if you believe more people should know that love and attention can save lives, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Because your one click helps us spread more powerful stories to the world, stories that awaken, inspire, and remind us what humanity truly means.